I-Kid-A-Pod, Iditarod coverage by kids.
Hello and welcome to I-Kid-A-Pod.
We're your hosts, Jack Frost
and Unstoppable Ice.
Today we will have Alaska talking about the race update and trail trivia.
Next, Jack Frost will name some of Jeff Deeter's dogs.
After that, Cold Raven will be highlighting one of this year's mushers, Jeff Deeter.
And finally, me, Unstoppable Ice, will be explaining what the Ryan Air Gold Coast Award is.
Now on to Alaska and Jack Frost for the race update. Hello, it's Jack Frost
and Alaska
with your race update for Wednesday, March 12th. Many mushers are heading toward Unalakleet and are finishing up with the Yukon River position of the trail. The mushers are definitely thankful for this part of the trail to be finished. Parts of the trail were slushy and snow. Machines stirred up the trail so that the snow and slush froze into an icy and rough runway. The winds that come from along the river add to the difficulty of this section of the trail.
Jesse Holmes was the first musher to reach Unalakleet checkpoint, along with the Bering Sea Coast Light Night, and in doing so, won the Ryan Air Gold Coast Award. This award comes with 1 ounce of gold nuggets valued at over $1,500 and beautiful wood-carved loon. Jesse will be presented with his award at the Finishers Banquet in Nome. You'll learn more about the Ryan Air Gold Coast Award later in this episode.
The top 3 mushers are now thinking about strategy as they get to the final section of the race. Jesse Holmes, currently in first place, is trying to divide the remaining route into 4 longer runs of about 65 miles each. That will take him to the White Mountain checkpoint where mushers are required to take their final 8-hour mandatory rest. He plans to rest outside of the checkpoints. Last night, he made a quick stop for about 10 minutes in Unalakleet. A pizza that was ordered for his came after he had left, so the delivery driver got on a 4-wheeler and headed out on the trail to find Jesse.
Paige Drobny, currently in 3rd place, plans to have 6 or 7 shorter runs. She seems to think her only competition is Matt Hall, currently in 2nd place, since they've been running close to each other for the majority of the trail. Matt said at Unalakleet checkpoint, quote, "It's almost over, so I'm feeling great," end quote. This is Alaska with history behind the race. The first sled dog race was held in 1967, the 100th anniversary of Alaska becoming a state. Dorothy Page suggested the idea to have a sled dog race in honor of the trail's past. 3 years before, Dorothy was looking over events in Alaska. Joe Reddington Sr., now known as Father of the Iditarod, was the first supporter of the idea. Joe and his wife had historical interests of the event and trail. They thought the race would preserve times of the gold rush and have it recognized throughout the country. The first race was held, but people started to lose interest. Dorothy and Joe worked nonstop to save the trail and create a new race. 6 years later, in 1973, the Iditarod was born. This year will be the 53rd race since it began. Now over to Jack Frost for Meet the Dogs.
Thank you, Alaska. I am Jack Frost, here for Meet the Dogs. I will be talking about some of Jeff Deeter's dogs. Jeff Deeter has 32 adult dogs, 5 yearlings, and 9 puppies. They're all so cute. Jeff Deeter has 1 kennel named the Black Spruce. Jeff and his wife named the kennel after the tree that surrounded the kennel. You can also book a 5-mile sled dog tour across the Alaskan landscape. Jeff Deeter is no longer in the 2025 Iditarod because of the physical health of his dogs. He had 11 of them in before he scratched, and I'm 100% sure they did their best. This was Jack Frost signing off. On to Cold Raven with Meet the Musher.
musher, I, Cold Raven, will tell you about Jeff Deeter, a musher that has and still does race in the Iditarod. Jeff Deeter started to begin looking and watching mushing at around the age of 7 or 6. He's most interested in the Kobach 440, a race that is like the Iditarod but mini, except the Kobach 440 takes place at the end of every year. Jeff Deeter began mushing at the age of 15 and finished, but lost his first Iditarod at the age of 19. Jeff continued to race in mid-distance races and created a business with a fellow musher and companion and wife, Caddy Jo. Jeff continued to mushing the Iditarod, and in 2021, he finished in 12th place. He also competed in the Copper Basin 300 and the Nick 200. Sadly, in the 2025 race, Jeff Deeter scratched. Now on to you, Unstoppable Eyes. Thanks, Cold Raven. Next, I will tell you what the Ryanair Gold Coast Award is. The Ryanair Gold Coast Award is the award given to the first musher to reach the Unalakleet checkpoint. This award includes $1,500 in gold nuggets and a carved ivory sled dog team. The first award was given in 1987. The Ryanair Gold Coast Award was created to honor the first musher to reach the Unalakleet checkpoint. Also, it is a significant milestone in the race, but I would think that Ryanair would get the award first, but actually, Susan Butcher won it first. She finished the race in 11 days, 2 hours, and 5 minutes. And finally, Jessie Holmes won this year's Ryanair Gold Coast Award. That's all for today, though. See you in the next episode. Wow, what a ton of facts. That was some amazing and interesting information. That's all for today's episode. Tune in tomorrow for episode 10.
Thank you for listening to I-Kid-A-Pod, coverage of the Iditarod by kids. We'd like to pay special thanks to Iditarod.com, the mushers, and of course the dogs. Thank you!